If there be any praise, think on these things. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these Ja. Is reg.
Yes.
We have today an opportunity to listen to Colleen, who's working there in Tabanso area. A lot of us were not there yet, but she's doing there very good work. Now, I know Colleen almost 2 years now, eh? I think that's more than 2 years.
More.
Yeah.
It's more.
Yeah, she was just ordering some herbs from me. And one day I asked her, she said, I must have it before that time because I'm going to a meeting and I want to sell there. And I asked her, where are you going? And she said, no, it's a church meeting. What church? Seventh Adventist Church. You know, a camp meeting or something like that. And I was quite surprised, you know, because the world became smaller. And later on, I sent her some parcels and I added some books. But she can tell you more about that. But Colleen, you're free to tell us what is. Just give us a little bit background of your what's your background and where you come from.
Goeiemiddag.
You can talk English.
Good afternoon. Ja, is 'n baie lang story. Ek sal net, jy weet,
Talk English.
the headings, just the brief headings. First of all, I'm not very long in the Seventh-day Adventist. I started in this belief at 62. That was 2014. On the 25th of September, I was baptized. And thereafter, I then, it was just, I retired in 2012. And 2012, it was a reminder that I made a commitment that if God gives me good health, I retire still strong, because I was having challenges 2008, and all the dreadful diseases that you can think of, high blood sugar, cholesterol, cancer, obesity. I come from 80 kg. God healed me, 2008. Then that's when I made a commitment to say, when I retire 2012, 12, I'm going to work for you. And I'm staying in Johannesburg, in Gauteng. My family is in Benoni. Then my husband passed away 2004. Then when I retired, I had free choice. I had nobody to consult. I can go wherever I want to go. Then I went back to Kroonstad, where I was born and brought up. Stayed there to go and work for mainly others, because I live in my career, the job that I did, it was for caring for others. So I continued then at old age, but there was something that I feel it's not coming together. I went out to the farms looking to where I can work and help others. Then 2015, that's when, as Cedric is saying, it was 2015 where I bought the herbs in the shop that he's delivering. It's a herb shop in Bloemfontein. So I was buying the herbs there. But then one day I said, but I can call this person and ask if can I order from him. That was way back 2015. Then he said, no problem, yes, you can order direct to me. That's when I started the relationship. And the meeting that he's talking about, it was December 2015, when I said I need to go to a health expo. It was a medical missionary health expo. Then that's when the relationship started there with herbs. Then I was ordering from him, and without knowing that he is a Seventh-day Adventist, we continued, but then 2018, that's when the secret came out. I ordered as usual, but then he said, no, I'll come with your order. We are passing to KwaZulu-Natal. We've got a meeting there. Okay, that's fine. Hey, we had a lot of problems of when they came back, we missed each other and all those things, until we decided, no, Sunday morning, we will meet in Bloemfontein to collect my parcel. Then, after he gave me the parcel, he gave me 3 books, which was the Divine Pattern, the Identity War, the Wisdom of God. I said, here are the books, go and read. Okay, then I took these books, and they were so interesting. I read them. I'm sure I took a week reading those books, the way they were appealing, especially the Identity War. It was speaking to me exactly. By the way, for a year, in 2017, August, I stopped to go to the local church. There were issues there. So this thing caught me whilst I was no more even going there. I was Sabbath. I would go to the street. I was having street children, cooking food for them, go and hold Sabbath with them. The sick, I continued the Sabbath as normal as possible, go to the mountains. That's why when I see mountains like this, they are appealing to me. I want to climb. So
Amen.
Then, when I got these books, 2018, it was when I was like, but what is happening here? Now he's asking, how are the books? No, they're so interesting. Can I send more? I said, certainly. Then Nina was in already also. She's phoning on the other side.
But I'll tell you, she did her homework about the writer.
So
She knew exactly about Adrian Ibens, you know, she found that who he was. And she, you know, she said to me, you know, she gave me feedback and said, but I know about this man, you know, but he's not going to Adventist church anymore. And she was quite concerned about it, you know.
no, even when you say that, I was reading and laughing to myself yesterday. I'm still having the message that I sent you. That was around May, the 20 last year. Yes, it was around May. Now I'm busy organizing even people. This guy wants to see you so that he come and share with you. No, we can even go to Bloemfontein. And now I'm excited that no, this is the right thing. And then I'll also talk to this guy. But something too came. When I investigated about this pastor, he's disqualified from the Seventh-day Adventist. My word. And it's because of the Trinity and all those things. There was a lot that I read about him. Now I'm getting scared. I sent Cedric a message. I can read it.
That was interesting.
It was so, I'm so ashamed of it now as I'm reading it. And I said to him, hi, Cedric, I am a Trinity believer. And now you say I should come and meet this person. No, Cedric, this thing will put me into trouble. I never got the bricks like those ones. It was big stones like this. And it's so funny the way he's not talking now. Like he really got on me. Colleen, send me the view, send me even Adrian's picture. I could see myself just a fool. And without any resistance, the truth was so clear. And that came after I was part of the people who disqualified a member, very key person in the church. I was like Saul, who was having the clothes of Stephen. I took the letter myself with another elder to the member, disqualifying her because of what? Trinity. That is now turning against the doctrine. I never cried. It was so painful for me. And I prayed. By July, God gave me strength. I'm now geared up to come here to the feast, but I can't come with this guilt that I have. Then I went to the family, made an appointment, Sabbath, went and apologized, asked for an apology, and they were really accepting, and we prayed there and left them a lot of books which they were very happy to have, because Nina have sent me Theos, all kinds of them. So it was so pleasing. So now, coming to what I'm doing, I can just say it's history. That is why I'm here forever and ever. I don't have a problem. I'm not. But then what I did, I sent a long email to the pastor, to the elders in that church. I told them that you guys, really, you should change the way you do things. You are using people with what you know very well is the truth. Sitting on a seat of judgment, whilst even Jesus didn't sit on that seat. It's still here. The email is still even here as a record. And I said, you'll never see me. And I am very sorry that I did what I did to Sekgalo family because of you. Because what made me even more angry was that the very night after we have taken the letter, this elder who signed the letter visited that family. And when this woman was was crying, wanting to know, what are you doing now to me? He said, no, I'm not here, I'm just visiting you. I don't talk about those things. After all, what you were asking, it's true. Because this woman was actually explained to me, because the lesson that quarter was about the Godhead. Explain to me 1 Corinthians 8:6. What does it say when it comes to the issue of Godhead? She was disqualified. I was part of that, not knowing, of course. But then that made me very angry, that these guys, they know what is the truth, then they use people. Then I really left them there. One of the PM, he did come. I told him straight that if you don't come here talking to me about the Father and the Son, I don't have anything to share with you. Unless you sit and we discuss the issue of the Father and the Son. I don't want to bother you. And don't bother me also. I'm doing my job. So what I'm doing in Tabanchu, as I say, when I retired, I decided then I'm just going to do what I promised God I will do. So I moved out of Kronstadt. I got a piece of land in Tabanchu, and there the main thing is health message. I'm doing medical missionary service, and the main focus is older people, because I'm old. I'm passionate about them. And the long-term vision plan, if God permits, it's a sanitarium. Because I found that it is a necessity that people know that God heals. And God has got everything for us to take care of our health. So in Tabanchu, it's unfortunately the house, the place initially I had from 2016, the owners decided no, they don't. I had to find just a piece of land, and then the chief gave me the piece of land. I'm staying there in my plank house, starting a new life. It's a new life altogether, because I'm starting from scratch. The ground, have to work at the ground and all those things. But the main thing is health message, now coupled with the truth that I have. So I interact mainly with sick people, older people, children. I have a slot in the local primary school on Fridays to share the word of God. So because you know that there's these rules and regulations of not talking about God, I put the health message based on the Bible. What does the Bible say about health message? What does God Father say about us being healthy? So that helps me very much, because they understood my textbook is the Bible. So whoever comes to me and question, I use the Bible as my textbook. References are there for everything that we need. So that is that. My family is the one. The project. It's driven by God. I can say that. For now, I use whatever I have, and my children also do help wherever they can.
Just tell us about your background. You know, what did you do before you retired?
Before I retired, I trained as a nurse. And I worked for 17 years practicing nursing. And for the last 17 years, I was doing, I can say the company that I was working for asked me to move from hospital. It was a mine hospital, to head a project, orphans and widows whose husbands have passed away in the mine. So I started that as a principal officer up until I retired then. So I was working in countries, neighboring countries, as you know, the mines, which was Anglo Gold, Ashanti, Botswana, Lesotho, you know, they coming all from those neighboring countries. So I worked with all those. Then when I retired, I continued doing that now on a personal basis. So that is what I'm doing up until today.
Tell me about the treatments. What treatments do you give?
So the treatment, it's mainly the herbs, and I'm using hydrotherapies. And yeah, it's all herbs. There's no drugs, nothing. And yeah, I'm encouraging and teaching them, even, you know, to eat what I'm doing, the smoothies. Though I still have a bit of a challenge with electricity. I don't have electricity where I'm staying. Now I'm reliant on the issue of manual things, and maybe walk a street across where the fridge is. So it's a bit of a challenge for now, and I don't have hope. What I'm looking for is to have a solar system altogether, because ESCOM has told me that it's not their infrastructure yet there. So it can take ages before I can get that. So the therapies, it's hydrotherapy, it's herbs that I'm using, and it's a plant-based food. We don't eat meat. They know very well. Even the grannies there, when they come, we have classes that I have with them on Tuesdays, and Mondays I've made them to work help me in the garden. They come, and then Wednesdays we visit the sick. We have prayer meetings on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday morning, 7 o'clock, we go to visit the sick with them. And then Thursday, we go to 10-kilometer walk. Every Thursday, it's a long walk with them. Then Friday, of course, it's Sabbath. Then they know that I'm preparing for the Sabbath. So that's how we keep
the interest of the people? There's quite a lot of interest? Yeah. As for the message,
people you can see that they hunger for to know the truth. So when COVID-19 started, I had already contacted the look. There's a lot of churches, Methodist, Roman Catholic, Anglican, they are there, and some Pentecostal churches. So I was trying to interact with the leaders, the top guys, that they give me a slot on Sunday to go and talk a small. So my approach was going to be, I don't scare them. I come still with a health message, but then with God helping me, the father and son message will kick in. So, but they respect me a lot with, they support. In fact, the chief is very, very, very happy, supportive, even if he doesn't do anything, but he has given me at least a piece of land. You don't pay, it's a 50 by 50. So he likes what I am doing. He likes it very much. So with time, it's just that then the manpower as also, yeah, I don't want to put 68 in my head. It's just a number. But the fact is, I cannot work like when I was 18 now. So the resources are the things that sometimes one needs to be helped to do God's work. But my children, they are really supportive. They like what I'm doing and they support wherever they can. Just now, when I'm coming back here, they will be coming because some of them, they haven't seen where I am staying. So they always say, Ma, the way we see the photos, it's as if you are a hobo where you are staying. We must come and see what is happening there. So they will be coming on the 24th.
Thank you very much, Colleen, for telling us what you're doing and your encouraging message to us.
Yes.
So thank you and God bless you.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much. Thank you.
Dat almal so 5 voor 6, daar gaan 'n spesiale item wees vir ons